Of night racing in Melbourne. They're off and racing, and Mr. Greg a little slow. Redikin also slow out on the inside, and Blue Juice bounded out and led in the early stages from Vertara, pushing up on the centre, and Raging Fire holding onto the rail. They lead by 2 lengths Bouvery's Jest, and then came on the outside Interpreter, followed by Redikin and a couple of lengths away to Mr. Greg. But Blue Juice, the leader, coming through the gap. He's 2 lengths in front. Raging Fire right behind him. Vertara the outside, 2 or 3 lengths further back in the field is Bouvery's Jest, a length to Redikin, followed then by Interpreter, and 2 lengths to Mr. Greg. Coming around the home turn, and Blue Juice in control of the race. Vertara second and being pushed along to be there. Bouvery's Just making ground round the outside. Raging Fire hard ridden and not going like a winner as they cornered, but this one is Blue Juice. He's by 3 around the turn from Bouvery's Jest. Vertara, Interpreter making a little ground on the outside, but Blue Juice a speedy performance and comes away to win the first. Blue Juice by 3 lengths Bouvery's Jest. Photo third. Raging Fire in the centre came again. Interpreter the outside, and Vertara's on the rails. 3 of them in that go. Well clear of Mr. Greg, who got past 1 on the run home, and that was Redikin. Blue Juice, the winner, number 3. Flying performance in 58.6 seconds. Jumped to the lead and was never ever going to be beaten. 340 and 190. Runaway win there. He scored by about 3 lengths. Bouvery's Jest has run second. Raging Fire still races like a timid race. First race won by Blue Juice. They're away in the second, and Duo near the inside began okay. Just after the jump, Night Chasers last of all, and Ocean Bridge is back towards the tail as well. And as they settle into stride, Tarn Princess had jumped away fast, but gets herself caught out 3 wide now and has to use some juice to find the lead. So Tarn Princess now by a length and a half. Power and Grace in second placing. Hard ridden in third, then Ruby Slipper at a length and a half away. Then Duo getting through on the inside. Going around them Flightway, and they're followed by Ocean Bridge. Well back in the field is Night Chaser, and last of all is Autumn Bell. They're coming around the home turn. Tarn Princess narrowly from Ruby Slipper, Flightway, Ocean Bridge deep out, and then Duo, and behind these on the inside is Power and Grace. Into the straight, Tarn Princess by 2 to Ruby Slipper, 2 to Duo, and Ocean Bridge is coming down the outside. Tarn Princess, she burnt early and she's burning at the end. She's 3 clear and streaking away. A good win. Tarn Princess beat Ruby Slipper. Duo, I think, will grab third in a photo finish with Ocean Bridge, and getting through is Power and Grace along the inside of them. Clear then of Autumn Bell, who never came into the race. Going over the line in second last place is Flightway, and a bad last in it here is Night Chaser. Good win. Number 2, Tarn Princess, to pay $481.60 on Super Tab. She was caught 3 wide on the pace, and Stephen Arnold booted her forward, and she was still going solidly at the end of the race. Good effort. Well, that's a third of the night. In fact, they're set, and they are away and racing now. And Scuttlebutt and Marinello, the first couple out. KU's Gold and Unanswered got away quickly as well as they settled fully into stride now. Box to Blues dropped out to be the last of all, and they're running to the first turn. Scuttlebutt from Unanswered and Marinello. Just behind them, Bodyguard, rather KU's Gold on the inside in 4th placing. 2 lengths to Mega Achiever, a couple of lengths away then to Bodyguard. Followed by Mr. Sam Booker, 2 to Flash of Light, and 2 lengths to Ewan McGower, who's moved up on the outside of Brass Knuckles, leaving Box to Blue at the tail. So they're running up the side now, up near the school the first time round, and Unanswered is on top, leading by a length. Scuttlebutt is second, 4 lengths to KU's Gold to head to Marinello. Another 3 lengths break in the field to Mega Achiever. A similar break of about 3 lengths then to Mr. Sam Booker, Bodyguard, being trailed by Flash of Light, Ewan McGower, and at the tail there on the inside, Brass Knuckles, and around it is Box to Blue. So they're fairly strung out. There's plenty of pace in the race, and it is being set by Unanswered for Sam Highland. Scuttlebutt is within about a length of him on the outside. A break of 3 lengths, KU's Gold on the inside of Marinello, who travels well forth as they came down the straight the first time. 2 lengths further back is Mega Achiever. He's in 5th placing as they go to the post with a lap to go. Mr. Sam Booker over on the inside from Bodyguard, and they're followed by Flash of Light, Ewan McGower. Brass Knuckles is next to last, turning out of the straight now, and Box to Blue whipped them in. Out towards the 1600 metres, unanswered by a length. Scuttlebutt second, KU's Gold third, Marinello fourth the outside, then Mega Achiever. Here's a move with Bodyguard making a run round the outside to get into a more prominent position, even though the pace is on. Mr. Sam Booker's next midfield on the rail, followed by Flash of Light and Brass Knuckles, Umagoa, and Box to Blue is a length away last of all. They're making the turn up near the 1200 metres, and unanswered almost joined by Bodyguard, who'd made a mid-race move. He's about a neck away from the leader. Scuttlebutt 2 lengths away, and a break of 4 lengths then to Marinello outside KU's Gold. 2 lengths to Mega Achiever, a length and a half then Flash of Light moving up on the outside of Mr. Sam Booker, followed by Brass Knuckles, second last Umagoa and Box to Blue. There's about 900 metres to go, and unanswered has set a pretty solid tempo. A neck to Bodyguard second. Scuttlebutt's been up there all of the way. 3 lengths away to Marinello, who's had a good run with his big weight on the outside of KU's Gold, and they're followed then by Mega Achiever as they make the run around the turn at the 800 and come up the side. Then Flash of Light, and they've got away to Mr. Sam Booker, Box to Blue, Brass Knuckles, and Umagoa is last. Unanswered has been headed coming up the side of the course by Scuttlebutt and Bodyguard, and now Marinello. Marinello's coming with his run. Scuttlebutt had taken a slender lead. Marinello goes up to join him. Flash of Light's the new fresh blood on the scene and is really coming round the corner. Marinello is being tackled by Flash of Light for Vincent Hall, and he's gone straight past the top weight. Flash of Light dashing away. KU's Gold is coming with his challenge, and then Mega Achiever, but Flash of Light with a good lead. 150 to go. Looked all over the winner. 4 in front. Mega Achiever's coming late down the outside, but Flash of Light is clear, and Flash of Light wins it well by 3 lengths to Mega Achiever. KU's Gold third, then Mr. Sam Booker. Marinello felt his weight in a fast run race, and then Box to Blue. Brass Knuckles was next to go over the line, and then Scuttlebutt finishing towards the tail end of the field. Behind Scuttlebutt then was Bodyguard, and then came Umagoa, and Unanswered, who set a pretty solid tempo, is last to say hello to the judge. Flash of Light, good win there, $6.20 and $2. Came right away in the run home. Listed race 1,000. Typhoon Billy the inside. Track in very firm condition. Been running 58 and change. They're set and racing. Typhoon Billy jump well. Tilt the Scales slow. Away fast Arrogance and Sports and Katango. A lot of pace in the race early. As they settle down, 8/8 is just off them. It's Sports narrowly from Katango. Arrogance wide out, and 8/8 retaining the fence. 2 lengths Typhoon Billy, Bomber Bill. Strategic Image the outside, and Slipstream deeper still. 1 length further back, Gala Chief being followed by Tilt the Scales, Ruthless Tycoon, and Piavonic as last as they went through the gap. Katango one off the rail. 8/8 for the fence. Sports wide out. The 3 leaders, a length to Arrogance, Bomber Bill. Then Strategic Image, Typhoon Billy behind them on the inside, followed by Slipstream, Gala Chief, Tilt the Scales, Ruthless Tycoon, and Piavonic as they cornered. 8/8 the inside, and Sports together around the turn from Strategic Image, who's coming down the outside. Sports the leader from Strategic Image. Here's Slipstream flashing home on the outside, and 8/8 Sports still in front. The 3-year-old comes hard. Strategic Image has got him. Strategic Image has won it from Sports. I think 8/8 maybe third the inside. Tilt the Scales was a big run. Then Bomber Bill closely followed by Piavonic, who's come from last at the home turn to be right on their heels. They were trailed then by Typhoon Billy, Arrogance and Ruthless Tycoon, Gala Chief, Slipstream, and Katango has dropped out to finish at the tail of the field, and Strategic Image has got the money for Peter Moonee and Scott Seamer, grabbing the old Warhorse Sports in the last little bit of the race to win by about a long head. And third may go to 8/8 the inside. Tilt the Scales, who didn't begin well, is close up there. Arlington Road in 2 in green colours. They're away. Jumped brilliantly too. Pinged away and found the lead over Mustagil, and away quickly is Pentastic, and Compendium is going up. And they've burnt off Hillsgrove. He's settled down last of all. Running at the turn at the 1200 metres now, and crossing over Arlington Road, led from Compendium, and Mustagil gets the run right behind them. They're followed then by, settling down in 4th placing, is Kingshaven, and he's being followed then by Tim Tambell. A length further back in the field is Pentastic, who after going forward initially has eased back to second last, and Hillsgrove is last of all. They're heading towards the turn at the 800, and Darlington Road, the leader, tries to steady down. He's a half in front of Compendium second, Mustagil third. Kingshaven ahead away the outside, and then Tintan Bell, followed by Pentastic, and 2 to Hillsgrove last of all. 700 left to go. Up the side inside they race now, and Arlington Road led narrowly, about a head in front of Compendium and King's Haven. Mustargel just needs a run now after having good cover. He's fourth on the inside with Pentastic, starting a run round the outside, and then Tin Tan Bell, and last of all, ridden along as Hillsgrave. Up towards the turn now, Arlington Road narrowly from Compendium, who was shown the whip, and the leader just might be travelling a bit better than it now as they swing around the corner. Tin Tan Bell has railed through behind the leader. Pentastic came wide into the straight now. Arlington Road for Preble by 2 lengths. Tin Tan Bell. Hillsgrave has got right up on the inside, and then Mustargel, but Arlington Road clear, 100 to go. Hillsgrave finishes the race strongly. Arlington Road in front. Arlington Road beat Hillsgrave, which was the eye-catching run in the race. Third to Mustargel, and then Tin Tan Bell. Behind them the weakening Compendium and Pentastic, and dropping out last in the race was King's Haven.
Right, we're back here at Dapto, and we have the winning trainer following the Dapto League's club maiden, Andrew Costa. You remember earlier, Andrew told us that Flash...
Now, Rain Gauge in the outside barrier is set in company with Rum. They're off. And the Fats was a little slow in the middle of the line. Home Wreck is going to drift back a touch early, and Talia is going to use the inside gate with good speed. Is in front down to the post the first time. Prince Benbara right up there on the outside, and Currency Rep 4 wide. Captivated just inside it. They all want the lead as they head out of the straight, and now it's as they work out to the 1600 metres. Talia being headed by Captivator. Currency Rep doing some work, and Prince Benbara eased back to be in fourth placing, followed then by Casino Heights outside of Prolific, and then came the Fats. Home Wrecker. They were followed well back in the field then by Break the Back as they run up by the 1500 metres. Further back in the field then is Rum, who's over on the outside. Apache King is on the rail, and Rain Gauge is last of all, but they have run it very hard, and Captivator the leader out by 2.5. Currency Rep third. Talia a length and a half to Prince Benbara, who races fourth the outside of Prolific. Another 2 lengths behind these horses then is Casino Heights, and on his inside is the Fats, followed by Break the Back. Home Wrecker a neck then to Rum, and 2 lengths Apache King and Rain Gauge together at the tail. In the run to the 800 metre turn, and Captivator is the leader. He's out by a little more than a length to Currency Rep. Talia third the inside. Prince Benbara's had a pretty good run after that early hustle and bustle. He's fourth on the outside in the red colours, followed by Prolific. Around them then goes Rum. He's pulling his way up towards the leaders, followed by Casino Heights, the Fats. Rain Gauge is getting a good card into the race on the back of Rum, and well back still Apache King and Break the Back. Captivator the leader coming up towards the turn. Rum gets to second from Prince Benbara. Talia. Here's Rain Gauge coming with his run. He's working home strongly up towards the turn. Captivator in front of Rum, and Rain Gauge, who's continuing to work home well. Prince Benbara feeling his big weight. Captivator grabbed by Rum, in turn by Rain Gauge coming down the outside. The big fellow Rum is the leader. Rain Gauge is coming after him. Prolific's running on with 100 metres to go. Rain Gauge getting to Rum. Rain Gauge finished the better, and Rain Gauge a neck to Rum. 2 lengths Prolific third. Home Wrecker did his best work when it was all over fourth. Captivator on the fence fifth. Then came the Fats, followed by Prince Benbara, Talia, and then came Break the Bank and Apache King. At the tail of the field, Casino Heights and Currency Rep. Rain Gauge a shade too good there. Beautifully ridden by Greg Childs. Finished the race too well in beating Rum second and Prolific third. It'll be 8, 9 and 11 on the running of race. Amber lights flash. They turned to green. They're off in the last on the program. And Provocateurs missed the start by about 3 lengths. Clarendon's Curse is drifting back through the field in the early part as well. Forest Rose, Stardock, Kahuna jump fast, and Soviet draws up there from Best Offer. Clarendon's Curse has quickly moved across to be right behind the leading horses in a good place. Soldado worse in midfield now as they enter the back straight, again with plenty of pace in the race. Forest Row is the leader by 3/4. Kahuna retained the inside. Stardock is a length away third. 2 lengths back as Soviet Draw being followed by Best Offer in a good place, followed by Clarendon's Curse, and just behind these horses going forward Earl Marshall from Our Heritage. 2 lengths to Soldado, a length to Quillon, being followed as they run to the 800 turn by Provocateur, and Backstoppers last of all. Forest Row the leader, running around the turn at the 800 by a length. Earl Marshall going up wide round the outside. Best Offers up there too, and Stardock handy. He's only a length away off the pace, and a bunch field up on the pace. Kahuna's just weakening a bit over on the inside, and then Soviet Draw starting a run. So is Our Heritage, followed by Clarendon's Curse, and 2 lengths to Soldado, Quillon, Provocateur and Backstoppers. backstop. Forest Rose still has it. Stardock is second. Earl Marshall feels the pinch. Clarendon's Curse behind them, and Soviet Draw is starting to run on fairly, and then Soldado and Our Heritage as they swing the corner, and Stardock moved up on the outside to go to the lead over Forest Row. Clarendon's Curse on the outside. Soviet Draw is starting to come home. Stardock rolling about. Forest Row kicks back. Soviet Draw the outside. Soldado late. Soviet Draw hit the front. Soviet Draw in front. Soviet Draw wins it a neck to Soldado and Forest Row. Then Stardock, Clarendon's Curse, Quillon. Provocateur made late ground from Our Heritage, Earl Marshall. Best offer dropped right out of it. So did Backstop to run second last, and a very bad last is Kahuna.
Well, you won't find a better ride than that from Patrick Payne on Soviet Draw. He just let them go hard up in front, and he just positioned Soviet Draw behind the speed and peeled around them in the home turn and